All right, so I'm looking for a blown fuse. This thing's, the accessory is not working up here for the cigarette lighter. All right, fuse 26. Right there. That's good. 37. 37's good, and 40. All right, all these are good. So I need to take a look at the relay, it looks like. So there's actually an accessory relay on this Honda. We have 3 fuses involved. Honda's got 3 fuses for the accessory relay, or for a cigarette lighter, and then a relay. So I want to find out where that relay is real fast. All right, let's find this relay real fast. There's 3 relays in here. The problem is I don't know which one goes to what. Oh, here we go. Is there a marker here? Here we go. Audio. Always replace with a... I don't know. Good question is, I don't have a relay.
Felt good.
All right. Found it. All right, so I got an idea where this relay is. Now I'm gonna swap it with another relay. I'm gonna swap-a-roo here. Okay, it's right here in the middle. Looks like it's brand freaking new, honestly. All right, relay's out. Does look new. It's really hot though. I don't feel right. Huh. So that one's the power. Yeah, so that relay is good. There's just no power. This thing should light up, and she's not lighting up. Looks like this have a bad socket. Unfortunately, looks like we need a socket here. Yeah, it is what it is. It needs a socket, so not sure what that did. You're always thinking it's just a fuse, but no, not in this case. Fuse is good, relay's good. Gotta get down to the socket, make sure there's power on the back of the socket, but that's kind of where we're at. Hey, this Honda, that socket,
yeah, what's up with that?
where the lighter goes to, I need to get a quote for that.
Okay.
You know where it's at?
The actual
Socket
itself?
Yeah, you know where it's at though on the car?
One of the center console somewhere or something?
Well, you want me to look so you know when you call them up so that you have an idea. I have this thing that checks it right here. All right, let's see what we got here. She does not work. So she needs accessory relay. It should be done. So good deal, good deal. All right, let me go back up. Turn the bag in real fast. Now let's see what's going on with this thing here. I guess the temperature is not working. Let's check it out. Always verify the concern. Number 1, let's check it. Let's verify it. All right, what is going on with this? Got the old launch here, which is an older scan tool. Not my favorite, but it works really good on Nissans though. It is a Nissan machine. All right, go to... All right, so it looks like there's no airflow. There it goes. Ah, okay, I see the difference already. So this driver's side temperature, I have it set to 90, but it's ice cold. And the passenger side is hot. See if the passenger side goes to cold for me. You see if I put it to cold, what happens. Alright, let's see here. Cold. And it's going cold. Okay. So it looks like that's perfect. That's perfect. If I go to hot, the concern is correct. The driver's side HVAC doors are not blowing to what the temperature says on the climate control module. So that makes sense. Let's see what codes we have here. Health report, okay. All right, so you're either dealing with, there's three options. We have a climate control module that's got a problem. Well, four actually. We could have a wiring problem. Or we could have a simple HVAC, temperature door actuator that's just failed. Or four, the actual HVAC box is binding. So those are the four things pretty much that we're up against, okay? So we're going to see what's in the system, start from scratch, see if there's maybe a possibility of a recalibration. Some of these offer, but not a lot of Nissans usually. So, but we got to find how much labor is to access this door, because we got to get to this door. We got to get our hands on it so we can move it and see if it's free or if it's binding. Because, like I said, we got to know. And then there's wiring. We get to the wiring. We're going to check it to make sure that it has what it needs to work. So there's a few things we need to do before we can progress. So evaluation is just confirming and then getting an idea for testing. So let's do this. Let's start over. Okay. Go ahead and clear everything. Start over from scratch. No faults in it currently, it says. Definitely a difference for sure. Alright, let's get to the HVAC module. Let's see if there is anything we can do for a calibration. It's a possibility, and that's the unknown. Special functions. Temp set correct. Target. Huh, interesting. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that's gonna HVAC test. Not monitoring data. The sun is in my eyes, man. I can't see anything. Can't see anything. Let's go through here just doing tests. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's recheck this and see if we do have a cold air. Cold air. Big difference there, man. Cold. Hot. Okay. And she's not changing. No codes though. Read data stream. All signals. All right. Nissan is the worst about giving you, on these older cars, man, they don't give you nothing. So good luck using data, and their wire diagrams are just trash. Not trying to be negative, I'm just, if you work on these enough, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, so yes, we got to get to it. So that's simple. Eval's finished. So basically, got to gain access to this door to do the finish the testing on this vehicle. So easy enough. Let the guys know inside. What we need to do on this one is gain access to the driver's side door. Make sure the wiring looks good. Pull it off. Check the actual door itself. Make sure it's not binding. If those are good, recommend a temperature door actuator, the electronic part. But if it's binding, then you need a case. So, but got to get down to it, guys. Got to get down to it. What up, fellas? All right, let's go get caught up on stuff here. All right, we have a 17 Land Rover Evoque. Nick's in the middle doing timing. He's got the phasers on here, you can see. So, he's got his timing tool in place. He's in the middle of doing that. He's doing something else for me. And the same thing, and he's got the transmission out of this. He's doing timing on this motor also, on this Audi. So he's got his hands full. So he's ripping out a dash. Well, I say dash, the glove box out of that BMW right now. So he's got a lot going on. This here is getting an engine. We're gonna see it in a little bit. You can kind of see all the crap out of it. But you got Sammy over here. He's doing a belt tensioner and a belt on this 2021 X7, I believe. X7. Yep. So, doing a transmission on a PT Slows Cruiser. And then Kevin's doing a Fiat. He's doing a transmission on this Fiat here. So he's building a short block up right now. He's got it to a long block now, but it was a short block. He's building it up. So a lot going on, really. David's doing a oil service on a Dodge Ram. Kevin's out here on this Mercedes Sprinter. He's trying to figure out the issue with the DPF. Anyways, I did get the engine in for this Lightning we're doing. So it's trash. Literally, it's trash. It's literally a trash bag. We got heads for it. We got all kinds of stuff.
There it is right there.
Not gonna help me at all.
Nope.
Not gonna help me.
She does in the cabin pretty bad though.
Ooh. Ew. There is some.
So that's the expansion valve back there.
Yeah, it is back there. That's where the evaporator core is. Okay. See anything? I don't see. The only thing I saw, I made a mess over here on this. But the compressor is very suspect. It's that got old dye on there and stuff. I looked at all the lines. It looks good. I spilled some over here, so. Which is the worst thing I could have done, was spill it. But I did. I spilled it. Very strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So.
It's clogged up.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean off. I'm gonna clean this off again. Till the next time. See ya. Good morning, fellas. I'm showing Dave some scope here. It's the first time we've ever done some training on a scope together. So this Jeep came in. It's got a very intermittent where it kind of drops out for a second on the highway or just at idle, just kind of cuts out. So we're scoping the crankshaft sensor signal and the camshaft sensor signal at the same time. So the yellow one is our crankshaft, and the top one, which is green, I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick it up, that's our camshaft. And when we have it drop out, the camshaft sensor signal drops out with it. So obviously that's gonna tell us what's going on. That sensor's failing. So But the scope helps you identify that. The worst thing is you just start guessing on parts, and then before you know it, you're in it pretty deep and the problem's still there, and you didn't do your job as a technician, is to properly diagnose it the first time. So I cannot stress enough, if you work at a shop or whatever, you need to get time for testing. If you're not getting time to test these cars, you are strictly guessing, and you might get it right a few times, but at some point you're gonna get it wrong, you're gonna cost somebody some money. So if the customer here doesn't want to do the testing, we don't do it. We'll just give it back to them, because we're not gonna just risk a guess on a repair and then call them up, say, hey, it didn't work, let's try this now. You know, if we get it wrong, we don't even charge them. So we test it. Like I said, if they don't want to spend the money on testing, then that's fine. There's other shops that will actually guess for them. We're not going to do that. So the good news is we did confirm when it drops out, it's the cam sensor. And it's not a bad idea on these cars is to do the cam crank together, but he just needs a cam sensor on this vehicle. So we're going to let them know, hey, recommending an OE camshaft sensor from Mopar. And then we'll recheck it and confirm the repair, because the second part of this equation is if you make a call, you need to confirm the call is correct. So, but yeah, we spent some time setting up the scope, looking at a pattern. Dave's now looking at what a good pattern is, and he's watched this for several minutes here and captured it messing up and the act. So, like I said, it's very intermittent. That's the worst thing about it. When you have an intermittent problem, that's very difficult. You need to capture that, or tell the customer to bring it back when the problem's more frequent. If you can't get it to act up, just don't guess. I'm telling you, that's a mistake that you'll make. You're trying to help. You're trying to help the customer. Like, hey, let's do this. But if there's no choice, you can't get to act up. You can tell the customer, hey, this is what we recommend, but this is because it's a safety issue. You're stalling while driving, yada yada yada. But you got to start somewhere if the problem is very intermittent. But another good test is shake the harness, and he'll go down there and shake it, and I'll look at it and make sure it's not a harness that's rubbing. That's a very good possibility, and that's what's interrupting the signal. So just don't rule it out. We already did an inspection, did all that. We're good. It needs a sensor. So but we want to bring in here, let you know, make sure if you're a shop technician, you get time to do testing. If you're in an environment that don't allow that, I'm going to recommend to go somewhere else. That's just because that shop's just not suited to take you in, to teach you and develop you. If they're not sending you to training or training you or giving you information like this to develop your skills, you're never going to be able to diagnose these cars properly, and you're going to be stuck guessing and throwing parts at it. And you're never going to learn that way. The only way you learn is actually getting here and verify and pinpoint what you're doing, and do analysis and check this stuff out and see it failing. You know, how the sensor works, what the sensor needs to work, stuff like that. And each car is different, but it's a requirement. I'm telling you guys, if you want to grow as a technician, go to a shop that provides that, lets you grow, that lets you do testing. And I'm not talking like a 10-minute test that gives you actual time to do the testing. Can't stress it. There's probably only one shop in Tulsa that sees what I see and understands it, and a lot of people know them. So we'll make sure you don't run into us here. You got them? But anyways, there's only a few shops in our area that does what we do, that actually does testing and charges for it properly. A lot of this, we get a lot of cars from other shops that, hey, we did this, and this. Like, wow, we didn't need to do all that. So a lot of unnecessary parts being changed, a lot of unnecessary charges to the customers. So, but I'm going to bring you in to the next one. All right, so we have, what year is this truck? It's an 18 F1 F350. It's got the 6.2 liter V8 in there, I believe. Yeah, 6.2. All right, so we have a P0496, which is a small evap leak. So he took off the purge valve to see, because these are bad about sticking, and they'll slightly leak the canister purge fumes. So that was good. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect this onto the line going from the canister, and we're going to smoke it with smoke, and we're going to check the system, see if it's actually leaking or not. So that's kind of where we're at now. I'm teaching Dave. Dave's never done this before. So that green line right there, pop this in and click it in, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'll be right back. So we're gonna hook up our smoke machine, which induces about 1 PSI of pressure in the evap system. And we're gonna close off our vent valve so it seals off the system. So basically we're checking the entire system with this test. Gotta get this somewhere where it's somewhat flat. All right. Go ahead, buddy. Which I'll go over this together real fast. All right, so here's where we're at right now. Run these back over there if you don't mind. I want to dump those everywhere. I can see that happening now. All right. So what we have is, this is your purge valve, okay? Which is always has vacuum on one side.
Right.
Constantly. The computer turns on this valve, it pulse width modulates it a percentage of the valves. It's never open 100% usually.
Okay.
Usually 10 to 80% around there. So depending on the conditions, it will open this valve, which then allows the vacuum to suck in the purge fumes that's out of the canister, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that hose you took off is
Right.
going back to the canister, evap canister tank.
Okay, okay.
So we're gonna
And it's sucking them from there back.
only when this is valve's open,
Right,
right?
only when it's open.
We're gonna check for leaks. So there's two things we gotta do. On these Fords, there is a vent valve. We need to close it. You'll hear it click. Let's see if we can find this vent valve. Right here, evap vent valve. See that?
Yeah, yeah.
Go back there. I'm gonna turn it on. You should hear an audible click.
Yeah, I heard it.
All right, come on back. All right, so I have it turned on via the scan tool, okay? All right, so now we gotta make sure we got smoke coming out of this, right?
Yeah. It usually has a spunky smell. Oh, I smell it.
Oh, there he goes. Now shove it in that hose. He's got a connector on in line with the purge hose here. The line that goes, the hose that goes to this right here. He's got another piece with the hose plugged into it. We're injecting smoke right there.
There it goes. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
Come
sir.
over here. Depending how low the tank is, which is going to find out if it's half a tank or a quarter tank. So she's pretty low. She's at quarter tank, so it's going to take a while. So at 5 minutes, this thing is going to shut off.
Okay.
This light's going to go off, and and you have to hit it again. It's going to take about 5-10 minutes for this thing to fill up, and then you check your gauge here. Your flow gauge is going to show you how big your leak is.
Oh, really?
So you're just letting it fill up, and once it settles, either it's going to settle down here to nothing, or it's going to sit here and bounce.
Right,
It's actually going to show a leak.
Right.
So we're right now we're just filling it up.
Filling right now.
So we'll just kind of wait a little bit. Let's wait a couple minutes. Go ahead and get a battery charger on this.
Yes, sir, I will, so we don't kill it.
You want to keep your battery
Yes, sir.
fully charged during this test. It can drain it because the key's on, the headlight's on. So we're going to flash this so we don't kill the battery on the customer. So you always keep a maintainer going so it keeps the battery health-wise good. All right, this is on. Now we're letting it fill back up. It almost looks like this valve is not. Can you go back there and make sure it's on?
Yes, sir, I will.
Oh, there it goes. It must have been. All right, looks like she's filling up now.
Okay.
So,
give it a few minutes.
well, yeah, because we had the key turned off, so it turned off the valve and let all the smoke out. So we got to redo this all over again. Now it's just a waiting game. You can look. Here's the thing, though. You can go through here and look at your fuel tank pressure. Let's see if you can see it. Fuel tank PSI should increase, right?
Right, as we're filling with.
There's your voltage here. Fuel tank pressure, fuel tank voltage. Fuel tank displayed as inches of water. It should slowly start, as this filling up, creating somewhat of a pressure. Not a lot, it's only 1 PSI, but it should slowly creep up, you'd imagine, right?
Yeah, I just seen that one go up a little.
Yeah, because we're at 0.39, it should click a little bit. Unless we have a massive leak back there. Take a look, see if something.
Yeah, see if I've got anything come back.
Should be going. Should be filling up way faster than that. Don't open that. Don't open that.
I hear it.
Okay.
Smoke coming out of it.
Okay. Is that your problem?
Hear it?
Yeah, that's it. Here we found it.
I heard it immediately. I seen smoke come out.
I don't know if it's loose, but you can hear it. I bet they got the wrong one to the truck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that gasket's cockeyed on it. Okay, let's try this now. You see that? That's all it was. How funny is that?
Yeah, stop. I don't hear it now.
Yeah, that gasket was rolled. You see that? The gasket was rolled.
Now.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. See if she fills up now. See if you start gaining pressure. Pressure went up a little bit. Nah, it went down.
Went down. Oh,
there it goes.
There it went.
There she goes. You can see she's filling up now. Gas cap. Gasket rolled on it.
Come on.
Come on, boys. Yeah, now it's definitely going down.
Big time.
Looks like we're gonna have it fixed with this. So, no parts required. Repair. Let me know who that's from. What reference that is. It's another YouTuber. No parts required. Repair. He's a YouTuber. He's very sharp. I watch his videos. I like him. The no parts required. That's the best repair. So we'll confirm it. We'll make sure this flow gauge goes to 0 and drops and holds. If it does that, we know we fixed it. So that's confirmation of what we just did. We resealed the gas cap. Might look into maybe another gas cap possibility of it, but just to seal it up because I don't like that. That gas cap looks kind of cheap.
Yeah, it does.
So
doesn't look like it belongs with this vehicle.
Yeah. Why don't you have Charlie check on the gas cap for this?
Sure will.
Sound good? The bed's different on it, but it still should hopefully matter. So that's the only thing bad about it. It's got a different bed on there. All right, we'll bring it back in. The boring stuff here is just waiting, but it looks good. We're dropping. We're increasing pressure. So, all right, final assessment. We are done. You can see here. I'll show you. See that ball? It's fully seated, which tells me there's no leak. The system is completely sealed, and you can see the machine's on. So, but that's good news for us. It's good news for them. So as soon as I turn this off, you're going to see the gauge it should start flowing up there at some point. See if it goes back.
Wow.
See how it released it and then started pumping more smoke through it because I opened the vent valve, which created a leak. So, all right, we're done. We are done. We're going to put it back together and we're done.
Sir. Clear code.
Maybe get a gas cap if we get a little better one than we have on there. All right.
Got it?
Sounds good. We'll keep going, boys. We'll keep teaching. That's what we do here. Build up your technicians. Get them ready to go. So, get them ready for the next one. Till next time. See you.